You see now that the area puzzles are getting a bit more challenging. And so we're getting the concept here of needing to do a little bit of extra calculation. So we start, as always, what do we have? Well, we've got this 4, so, and we have the area, so 28 divided by 4 is 7. So that's our first thing there. But now we want to get this edge, and to get that we have to do the 12 minus 7 equals 5. So that's our second thing, is the 5. Now that we've got the 5, we can say, oh, 50 divided by 5 equals 10. So this much right here is 10. So 13 minus 10, and we get the 3. So we get the 3 there. And then you're a little stumped. You say, well, I don't want to divide 32 by 3. And when you get that, you can divide it, but you want to do your reasoning instead. And so your reasoning says, let's see what we can do. So if this whole thing is 11, let's do 11 take away 3. 11 take away 3, it will give us this much from here to here. So here's the 3, the whole thing is 11, so this must be 8. That helps us to get this here, so we get the 6. Now notice how we have the 13 here, so we say 13 take away 6 is 7, and now we're able to calculate the last part. Here's one that has given people trouble, and so when we look at it, we're not sure what to do, but the thing you want to do is act as if these two form one rectangle. They have the same height, so act as though you've gotten rid of this middle part, and you're just going to push them together. Well, what would be the base? Well, if this part is 7 and this is 16, then 16 take away 7, the base is 9. So the base of our combining these two would be 9. And so let's see if we can get the height of it. So to get the height of it, we'd say, well, what's the area? So the area equals 38 plus 34 equals 30 plus 30 is 60. 8 plus 4 is 12 equals 60 and 12, 72. So we said, well, wait a minute. The base is 16 minus 7 is 9, and the area is 72. So 72 divided by 9 equals 8. So the height now we know is 8. Okay, so if the height is 8 and the width of this is 7, then this is just 8 times 7. People have also been having trouble with puzzle 30. So you could try and figure out, okay, this is, what is it, 40 divided by 6? But in fact, you don't need to. So you don't need to do that. And in general, if you come up with a solution that's not a whole number, there is an easier way to do it. And so the key to this is to say, well, we have a rectangle here, 40 inches in area, that has the same base. So the difference in their area is from the different heights. Okay, so we have different heights. Well, how much bigger is this area than this? It's twice as big. So therefore, this height must be twice as much. It must be 2 times 6, must be 12. So if we look over here, we say, okay, well, the 80 and the 90 are the same height. So if this is 12, oh, but look, we have the same situation again. We have the base of the 90 is the same length as the base of the 30. How many times bigger is the 90 than the 30? It's 3 times bigger. So the smaller rectangle must have 3 times smaller than the 12. So puzzle A has 2 solutions. I do not see the geometric one that they have, but I did see there's an algebraic one, which I'll show you in a minute. But the key to this one is to say, well, how much is 8 inches? So 8 inches is the shaded area plus 27. So since the heights are the same, we can draw the 27 on the other side. So on the other side of this, we're going to draw that 27. So let's say it's about here. So this much will be 27. Okay. And so then we say, but how much is that? Well, that's also 8 inches. So what's left? So this part here must be 3 inches. 3 inches left. Okay, so we've just made a mirror image from this side to this side over the bigger rectangle. And so from that we're able to say, oh, well, that must be 8 inches out of the 11, so there's 3 left. But how much have we taken away? So if that part was 27 inches, how much is left over here? What's left? Well, it's the 42 minus 27 equals 15. So if the area equals 15, equals the area of that blue shaded region, but we know that it has a width or a base of 3 times the height. So we're going to divide by 3, and so we get that the height is 5. Okay. So once we know that, then we can figure out the rest. So if we know the height, and we know that this is 55, we know that's 42, we can figure out what's left for this one. So here's a clever puzzle, and Harper saw the solution to this faster than I did. So I thought she did a good job on that. And so when we look at it, what do we know? Well, we know that we have the same height here and here. Okay? And so and these two rectangles have the same area. Well, if they have the same height and the same area, what else must be the same? Yes, the base. So this base must equal this base. Okay? Well, if that's true, then this base equals this base, assuming everything's a right angle here. Okay, well, we've been through this before in a puzzle, so if two rectangles have the same base, but their areas are different, then their heights are different according to the area. So if you look at this, this is double. It has double the area, so therefore it must have double the height. And my thanks to Harper for seeing an easier, quick solution to that.